All right, welcome to Creator Hardware, and well, the Stream Deck is not just for streamers. All right, so the Stream Deck, every gamer, streamer has one. It's also a great tool for, well, content creators. Doing screen captures and you have multiple monitors like I do, it can be a pain to do, well, captures of like editing. It can be difficult to switch scenes and not screw up your flow of your video. With OBS, I can turn off my main screen, go to my secondary screen, which is my HP, junky old monitor, still works, just 1080p, or I can switch to my ProArt that's up there. And it gives me an easy way to switch screens in OBS without screwing up what I'm recording. Now, obviously, it's meant for streamers and that kind of thing, but it's a great tool for content creators. Like, for instance, you can do custom things on the Stream Deck for using Premiere Pro. You can do various tasks. One of the things I like is I can do quick keys to various websites. If I need something from Storyblocks, not a sponsor, but I can one click, get it up, and start going through and looking for the assets I need. Or I can go to my server and look up everything on my server that I need to deal with, or well, the YouTube, and quickly go to the site I need. I can do any website. All you got to do is put a URL in and it'll go to that website. So it makes doing tutorials and stuff like this really easy. Now I can turn my camera off. Another great thing about the Stream Deck is when you're doing screen recordings, you can switch scenes. So I can go from my desktop to just a headshot. Quick and easy. But it's a very powerful tool when you're doing especially screen captures, because you can switch multiple scenes, multiple setups. You can have just a multitude of tools. If you go up here to Stream Deck, you can do multi-action functions, which will allow you to start programs. If you're doing streaming, obviously that's great for setting up your stream, because you can set a multi-action to start the game, start OBS, start recording, or start streaming. You can set it up however you want, but we're focusing on making content. So I've got my key light, which is over there, set up at my gaming setup. I can turn that on and off. I've got a 6% button for this shot, so it gives me a little bit of an accent light without being overpowering. I can turn my ring light off, and you can now see my green screen. And I can adjust the light right here on the Stream Deck. I don't have to go into a program. If I'm playing a game and I need, if I realize that the game's dark, I can add light, I can subtract light. Real quick and easy. And that's the great thing about the Stream Deck, is it's so customizable. It's one of those things that I didn't realize I needed until I got one for the gaming setup, for the streaming setup. And once I started using it and realized what all I could do with it, it was like, oh, when I'm doing screen captures on this system, which is multiple screens, as I said, I've got an HP monitor over here and I've got a ProArt above me. And when I do, for instance, let's switch over to Premiere Pro. I've launched it through Stream Deck. I don't have to, literally I can just one key. I don't have to go to something. Now, right now, I don't have any footage, but that is actually my monitor for the video. Keep in mind, I captured this with the completely wrong settings in OBS, so the stream quality is horrible. What I can do is, currently I'm on my monitor where I would monitor footage when I'm editing. And again, the quality's horrible, but I can switch to this monitor and show you my timeline, quick and easy. And I can turn on the main monitor and be showing you what I'm doing here. So it's really easy to use a Stream Deck. Well, helps if you don't turn off all the monitors, but I can switch to any of my screens really easy. It's infinitely customizable. That's the advantage, is it does so much that you can instantly switch to whatever screen you need. And you can see quickly and easily, let's say I'm doing a scene where I need to be on a certain screen. Well, on here, if this is, if I'm using Premiere Pro, I've got all 3 of my screens utilized. And, well, how do I know what screen I'm on? Well, if I go to the Stream Deck, you can see this button right here, the Elite, which is as you can see, this is not lit up because I'm not on that screen. I'm currently on the HP. They're set in order: Elite, HP, and Pro Art. So I turn off the HP. I know I'm now on my main video editing monitor for the video. Whereas if I go here, I'm on my timeline, and if I go back here, I'm on the main screen of Premiere Pro. So if you're doing multi-monitors, because trust me, I'm sitting here, if you didn't see it, I did a video on multi-camera editing. I can now edit my video on camera knowing exactly what I'm showing. So when I want to show, say for instance, a cut, I can show a cut and I know I'm on the right screen. Whereas if I didn't have this, I'd have to have OBS up to know where I'm at. Whereas with the Stream Deck, I know exactly where I'm at, because as soon as I hit the key, the light goes out, I know what scene I'm on. Now you can obviously set up various custom scenes for, anything you want to do. Make sure that, when you switch, let's say you want to go to the, one monitor and you want to not have your picture in the thing, you can turn that off with a scene. You can customize this so easily and so fast that, yes, you can absolutely do it with keybinds. But it's so much easier with a Stream Deck. When it's literally pull one of these into a slot, and this is my setup to do any sort of screen recording. As I can switch between cameras, I can shut the camera off easily, so I can show the whole screen if I don't need to be in the shot. Turn my pretty little picture back on, and it's just such a great tool for a content creator. They're not super expensive. You can get it the older generation for $120. They're USB, they work on Mac, they work on, it's just something that I don't think a lot of content creators realize how useful it is. If you're using a computer to, let's say you're using a capture card with a camera and you're recording off just a setup going directly to your PC, all of your inputs directly to the PC, it makes it so easy to set up. I can do a multi-action where I set up everything to go with one click. I can do a multi-action where I literally hit start recording and my lights would come on, my camera would come on, my scene would come up in OBS. You can do all of that with one click. Now, I don't have that set up because, it changes what I need to do, but that is something you can definitely do. Is just set up one multi-action, hit one button, start OBS, you can do all of that with one click. And the thing about content creation is the easier you make it, the more likely you're to do it. So, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, hit record, hit upload. Thanks for watching. This is Creator Hardware.